Today I'm going to be talking on what I call VIP based marketing. Everybody say VIP based marketing.
VIP based marketing.
VIP is an acronym. When you say an acronym, what do I mean? V stands for something. So the I stands for another thing. The P stands for another thing. So when I say VIP, I'm not looking at just VIP, as in the word VIP marketing. That VIP, means something deeper. Do you understand what I'm saying? But even if you look at it on the surface level, it's still VIP based marketing. There are 3 types of marketing. 3 types of marketing that I want to talk to you about. And we are already doing them, but I want to be light on the 3. So to make it easy for you to remember, that's why I call it VIP based marketing. And this concept is something that big schools they talk about it. It's easy for people to theorize, to say things in theory, but they don't practicalize it. But we have an opportunity of practicalizing it because of the nature of our job. Do you understand what I'm saying? So after today, you will always remember when you say VIP. Anytime you say VIP, you will remember what I'm going to be teaching you today. Do you understand? So I'm going to start from the P. Let me start from the P, before I get to the I and to the V, So I'm taking it from the other side. In business, people always believe that it's the price that determines everything. Do you understand? It's the price that determines whether the business will be successful or not. Is it the first time you're hearing that? But is it really, really true? Is it really, really true? It's not, if you know what you are doing, it's not only price that will determine, whether your business will be successful or not. Price is just one aspect of it. The reason why I am starting from the price, side of it is that we've tried it here. Because of my experience, because of my exposure, and they haven't done this business for a number of years, I understand what pricing can do or does to your business. That's why I came with 3 pricing policy in this place. On Mondays we have what? Thank God it's Monday. I will give out what? 50 half price. So nobody can say, oh, bonus place is too expensive anymore. If you want to come to bonus place and you don't have enough money, what do? You come on Monday. Do you understand? Are people coming on Monday? Do we have customers coming on Monday? Are they coming on Monday? Those days people believe that salons are always very quiet on Mondays. Is this salon or the one in Lagos, is it quiet on Mondays?
Most times.
On Mondays? Yeah. I don't believe so. There is no Monday because I see the records. I see the record. Not I see the record. I say, when you say it's quiet, is it not the amount that you do in a day that I will know whether the business is quiet or not? Hello? I can remember those days before we started thank God it's Monday. I know how much we were doing on the Monday. But now we thank God it's Monday. I know how much we are doing. Is there an improvement? Yes. There's no Monday that will not work. There are some salons on Mondays, they don't do anything. So now we have people coming to bonus place on the Monday. Do you understand? Remember when we were doing thank God is Monday, only once in a month. This place used to be very what? It's because people know that we are doing it every Monday. That's why, they can just they tell themselves, okay, if I miss it this Monday, I'll come to another Monday. Maybe that's why you are thinking that, okay, because it's not as busy as before, I won't assume, that's why you are saying that some Mondays are quiet. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we have price for Monday. Then on Tuesdays to Thursday, we have what?
Regular price.
We have the regular price. I want everybody to know this. We have the regular price. Is the regular price, is it working?
Yes.
Is it working? It is working. Then we have Friday to Sunday. We have the price, have premium price. Price is a bit higher than Monday and is higher than what? Than the regular price. Okay, question I want to ask you. Friday to Sunday, do we have customers?
Saturday and Sundays.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, do we have customers?
We don't have customers on Fridays.
But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have. Saturday,
Friday we don't have customers.
you don't have much customers on Friday. No, even Friday, but you would expect that on Mondays, because we have we are giving that 50%, you will expect that the kind of customers we should get on Monday should be more than the one we get on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Is it true? But you notice that even with the premium price, we have more customers on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. True or false? What does that tell you? That people don't come here because of the price. It's not necessarily because of the price. I even observe Lagos. You know, I do most of the observation now. In Lagos, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are extremely busy. The reason why we increase the price on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is because we wanted to move crowd from weekend to weekdays. That's one of the reasons. Then secondly, is our own way of giving back to the customers. We want to also use it to give back. You know, I know some of you go to church or you go to the mosque, you don't give offering, you don't give your tithes. So that's okay, fine. Let's also use this opportunity to give back to what? To the customers. Give back to our community. That's what we do. One of the second is what we do, we thank God is money. Do you understand? Because I believe that it's good to give. So that's one other method is why we do that. But you will observe that people come more on when we are administering the premium price. Are you following what I'm saying? It tells you that it's not just price alone that determines the success of a business. It's not big price. When you're talking about price, you know, the things that will come to your mind, you have to be very good with your work. You must have skills, right? You must have skills. Do we have skills here? Okay, you don't want to talk. I'm waiting for you to play the same. Do you have skills?
Yeah.
Customers know, they know that we have skills. There are people that have worked here for years. Somebody like Yomi, how many years? 5 years. You know, will you compare Yomi's experience today with when you were here? A year, 4 years, 3 years ago. How many years have you been here? 4 years. How many have you been here? How many like that? You see, customers, they see that. Do you understand? So whatever we charge, they have this confidence that we know what we are doing. These are not people that are here, not people that just come and go. They're not people that they don't know. They know them. Do you understand? So they are sure. So whatever price you charge, they would rather, people always prefer to work with who they know than to go and meet somebody that they don't know. True or false? That's why you see customers, they get emotionally attached to their barbers and their stylists. So it's not the price, do you understand, that really matters. Are you following what I'm saying? You know, there's another thing too, when you're talking about price, you know, what comes to mind again too is your packaging. The way you present yourself. We're talking about the look and the feel. Do you understand? Somebody can come here who will be ready to pay a premium price looking at our me of today, looking at your me of today, compared to the me of 4 or 3 years ago. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because they are saying, wow, this guy is presentable, this this guy is packaged, or the guy smell nice, he look good. He's the kind of person that can say, okay, oh, your mate is my barber, and me is my barber. Are you get what I'm saying? So whatever price they will be willing. Sometimes I always tell people, if it's really price, there's a determining factor. How come you tell your customer that to barb hair is 1,500 or 2,100? After barbing, you have paid the 2,100, they still give you a tip of another 1,000. How much is that? Do you understand? So it tells you it's not the price, it's not looking at the price. There are customers, they don't look at the price. They look at the quality of work that you are doing. Are you getting what I'm saying? But see, what we have done in bonus is, we've taken care of that. So that's why we tell you, dress well, look good, you understand? Package yourself well, and be very detailed in your work. As you're working, you learn. Look for people that are very good. You sharpen up. You learn. You see, that's the reason we stress that. But for the customers who are looking for cheap price, we also provided what a day for them that they can come, and that's what on Mondays. They also have regular customers. They just want to come. Give me the price. I don't have to be too high price. I don't want high price. And besides, I don't want low price. Just give me the regular. That's why we have that. We've taken care of the pricing policy. Do you understand? I did that because of my exposure, because of my experience. I worked in the banking industry. I was a street board. Do you understand? So I understand street sense. So I did that. Are you following what I'm saying? But I have sat down to look at, in addition to the pricing, policy, what are the other things that make customers to come to bonus basic that every other people out there are not taking seriously? Then there are two other things that I found. And like I told you, I said I'm starting from the back. We have what I call inspirational based marketing. If I wanted to say that, inspirational based marketing. Say it again, inspirational based marketing. What was the first one I talked about? Price based marketing. So if anybody tells you, even somebody comes from Harvard University or comes from LPS and tell you price based marketing, would it be strange to you anymore? You know what price based marketing is? So that's why people wear tie. That's why you see even pastors, they wear tie, they wear suits. You go to churches now, you see AC and everything. Why do you think they're doing that? Because they want the price. They're looking at they want the price to be high. Do you understand? There's something that said to have what they call niche market. So it's about they are just reaching out for premium people. But in bonus days, we are not just reaching out for premium people. What we do, we have days for premium people. We also have days for people that are regular. We also have people that like cheap things. So we are just like a one-stop shop, just like you have in the mall. Do you understand? So that's what we did with the pricing policy. Then, observing customers. There is this thing that I found that customers usually say to me that I started taking seriously. When they finish with the services, they always come to me, to show some kind of appreciation. They try to show some kind of appreciation. You know what the kind of appreciation they tell me? They say, "Oh, Bruno," especially for customers that they come, then after a while, you don't see them. Then they now come again. Do you know what they always tell me? They say, you people have really, really improved. Look at your meat of those days. You mean your meat is still here. And your meat has improved. You're doing so well. Oh, look at our meat. Look at our red. Do you understand? Look at Ire. they are still here. And they are doing so well. And they are looking good. And they are doing well. Better than the last time I saw them. What is that? They have become an inspiration. Now they've become a testimony. Are you following what I'm saying? So because of that, they are willing to what? To keep coming to God's place. Whether they are in Abuja or in Lagos or they are in Nigeria or they are not in Nigeria. So anytime they come around this area, they want to come not because of the pride, just because they just like that. Wow, these people have become what? An inspiration. Are you following what I'm saying? They have a story to tell. If you look at Korea, for instance, when you came, how many years ago you came here? Are there changes in your life? You think customers are not saying? They see it. Even if you don't tell them, they see it. They see, even for instance, do they see changes in your life? They see it. They don't have to observe every other people. They know there are some changes in here. They know there are some new people that are coming here. But they notice that the old hands are still here. And they are seeing changes in their life. If a customer comes here that used to come here 3 years ago, he now comes, you see your mate is looking like this, very thin. All the cheeks, they've gone inside and he's looking very harder, looking very unkempt. Is that a testimony? Then he sees me, I have big tummy, I'm driving cars and I'm coming and shouting at me, come here, do this, go and do that, Do you think, even if your mate knows how to barb hair very well, do you think they will speak good of us? Would they be inspired to come back again? Yes. Would they talk to people about us? You can see inspirational based marketing is even more higher than price based marketing. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because if you begin to show or talk about it or live it, customers, they see it. They are happy. They might not tell you, but they go out and tell other people. And that will encourage them to what? To come to this place. Sometimes it's good to let customers know what you are benefiting from when you are working. What a lot of people do you understand? Some people, they are very fun. Just because they want to get things from customers, they begin to, instead of sharing their testimony, instead of them telling their stories, they begin to wash that. Someone say, your me are looking very good. Your company is doing very well. Say, I lie. Don't mind my organ, my stupid organ. It's me, they're taking care of myself. Do you understand? When you are saying that, you are trying to devalue, but the people that you are talking to, they are not idiots. They are not fools. They know. Do you understand? Do you know you can be telling somebody something and you'll be convincing yourself, telling yourself they are telling the person, but the person is not seeing what you are saying. Because you cannot merge the two together. If they are treating you very bad and you are looking like this, then there must be something that you are doing. Either you are stealing or you are doing something here. Because if you are doing something bad, if you are in a place that treats you bad, are you supposed to be there? What do you do? They are not idiots. In their mind, they say these guys are not grateful. So that's what they think. So they tell themselves, if this kind of person work for me now, I'll take this to another place. It's the same thing that they will say about me. But they will not tell you. They will not tell you they go. Because they have eyes. Do you understand? They see. Do you understand? There are some people, they don't listen to the things that you say to them. They listen more to the things that you don't say. Do you understand? You come and meet somebody, just the way your mate is looking now, and you say, you tell somebody that you are hungry. In fact, for the past 3 days, you have not eaten. Give me money. What will the person do? You look at it from head to toe. Someone that has not eaten for 3 days, will the person look the way your mate is looking? No.
Person with car.
So what would the person in his mind? What would the person think? Eh? What would the person think? The person will want to find out. Some people want to find out. There was a guy that was here. He went to go and meet a customer. I don't want to mention name. He went to go and meet the customer. I told the customer that he's not getting enough money, that he's suffering, he wants to go back to school. Okay, he wants the person to give him money. I don't worry, just listen. You know, he was expecting that the customer would not come to ask me. So what did to his amazement, you know, the customer came what? He came to ask me. And the customer found out that he was lying. And again, I could see the look on his face on that. He was shocked. Sometimes we tell people things at the back of their mind, we don't even think whether they'll go and find out, they'll go and check out. People are not idiots. They always want to find out. And you get off it. That's why it's always good, you know. See, you can't hide testimonies. You can't. You know, there's a level that you get to, you get so blessed that you can't hide your blessing. True of us. You can't hide it. Do you understand? You know, there's some people, they tell you that, you're getting blessed, hide it, you know, don't let people know that, because if they know, they'll go and quench your fire. But there's a level that you get to, your skin is shiny, you know, you look well, you know, even the way you talk, the confidence that you exude, you know, you can't hide it. I told somebody a story. My brother came from the US. They were going from Lagos to the village, you know, for a celebration. He was not the one driving. It was somebody else that was driving. You know, he was just sitting in the car. But when they got to a police checkpoint, they came down, you know, and the police were, you know, they were trying to negotiate with the police because they had their papers, everything was complete and all that, and they were trying to find out why did the police ask them to stop. Do you understand? So the driver and those other people, they went to meet the police, you know, to just go and discuss with them. But the police left the driver and those other people negotiating. He came to meet my brother, who was just standing trying to observe, you know, because he's not been in the country for a number of years. So he was just trying to observe. The police left them, they came to meet my brother. And my brother said, look man, I'm not the one driving. And it's not my car. Why are you coming to meet me? You know what the police said? You know, to his amazement. He said that he can't deceive us. Your skin tells us that you don't live in this country. And then what you get for the boys. So my brother started laughing. You should understand. So because of that, he gave them money and they, you know, and they let them go. So what I'm trying to bring out in this story, you know, even your skin, when you are blessed, it will expose you.
Yes.
True of us.
True. Because you are shining.
Are you getting what I'm saying? So let me also tell you, if you even observe now, you know, what if you look at the corporate world, you know, you have big organizations, they tell their story just to inspire people. MTN tells what? They tell you this is what we have done, we are everywhere. The Coca-Cola tells you they are open happiness. You know, when you drink Coca-Cola, what? You are happy. Are you getting what I'm saying? Go and check. Most of the big companies that are doing so well, they always have a pay line. And their pay line, they tell you things that will inspire people. Things that will motivate people. True of us. Are you getting up? Do you understand what I'm saying? Why do people have confidence to wear Tete jeans just the way Dollar and this lady is wearing? Because they've seen Kanye West is successful. It's a testimony. If somebody who is successful wear Tete jeans, then it shows that wearing a, what do they call this one? Tata jeans is what? It's good. So that's what gives you the confidence to wear it. True of us. You see, why do people want to play football? Why do people want to do 419 now?
There is money there.
Because you are seeing the testimony. You are seeing the display. You are seeing the things they are achieving with what, you know. But those kind of blessing comes with sorrow. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I just said that one to get you to know the reason why People want to be like them, but they don't consider the consequences that go with it. What they're interested in. Because they tell you, man, have you seen my Jeep? Have you seen my wristwatch? There's one short guy that I see now on Instagram. What is his name? You see, I just wanted to test it, people already know him. You see the kind of ladies that he poses to take pictures with. You see the way he, and if you look at him physically, does he have anything to write home about? But look at the guy. Why do five ladies want to take pictures with him? Why are people carrying cameras and following him? Because of what? He's sharing testimonies, telling him, man, I've got money, I've got a big house. Do you understand? You say what? It's richer than you. Can you imagine? So you see, all of you are following. All of you know the story. That's what a testimony does. See, learn how to tell customers your testimony. You know what it does? It connects you emotionally with them. Do you understand what I'm saying? What a lot of people do, they like to share the bad side of them. My father is this, my mother is this, I've been this. You think that when you tell customers the bad side, that's what will connect you. People don't like unsuccessful people. Do you know that? Do you know the more you try to ask people for money, the more they run away from you? Haven't you noticed? But when people see that you are successful, what do you think? They want to associate with you. They want to associate, no matter how small. There was a small girl, that was reacting because they asked her to go back home just because they couldn't pay school fees, for her. You remember?
What time people open?
10 o'clock. Do you remember? Check this out. The small girl, when the girl became successful, everybody wanted to what? Everybody wants to associate with her. So yesterday, let's use yesterday, she couldn't pay school fees. They were driving her away from school. But after that episode, what is she now? Everybody wants to associate with her. That's the power of sharing your story. That's the power of testimony. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm saying? So that's what they call. A lot of people, they don't do it. A lot of companies, they don't know. Are you getting what I'm saying? So let me just leave that for a while. Let's go back to what the V, What is the V? V is called value-based marketing. Everybody say value-based marketing.
Value-based marketing.
Say it again, value-based marketing.
Value-based marketing.
What was the first one we're talking about? Let me see whether you are following. The first one we're talking about was what, right? So you know what price-based marketing is about now. The second one we're talking about is called inspirational-based marketing, where you share your story, share your testimony, just to inspire people. So that you can connect emotionally. And it's time for question and answer. Then the last one is what? Value-based marketing. I want you to say value-based marketing.
Value-based marketing.
Then do you know what value-based marketing is? When we are talking about value-based marketing, let me just use one word. That is when you begin to use your character to sell. Do you understand? When you're talking, that's when efficiency comes in. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's where the efficiency comes in. When we're talking about efficiency, it depends on how much do you know about what you are doing. How much do you know about your competitors? How much do you know about your environment? Then how much do you even know about yourself that's doing the job? How much information do you have? Do you know information has the power of changing you? Do you know that? Those days, there are some tools that we were using to work. But today, there are new innovations. So what do we do to the old one? We dump it. Okay, let me give an example. There was a day that we used to use typewriter. But is typewriter still in vogue now? There was a time we have BlackBerry. Is BlackBerry still in vogue now? Are you following what I'm saying? So, see, you have things that will make you efficient. And these things, they build your character. Are you get what I'm saying? So, when you have character, another word for that is when you have a purpose, then and you are using it to sell your business. That's what is called value-based marketing. Do you understand? Hello. Value-based marketing, is, if we relate it to Bruno's place, is when you are disciplined, you are principled, you are punctual. I'm using words that you can understand. You don't fight with your colleagues. You don't take what does not belong to you. If a customer comes here and he knows that people are stealing things, even among themselves, you are working on the customer's leg and you're telling the customer, you stole my this, you stole. If you can steal your colleagues' tools, can't you steal the customer's wristwatch? Hello? If you can steal your colleagues, can't you steal the customer's phone when the customer leaves his phone? You see why it's good for you to have value. You see why it's good for you to have character. Some customers, they come, they see that. They want to know, do those people, do they have a purpose? Do you understand? When you're talking about purpose, you make promises to customers. Do you keep those promises that you make to customers? Are you following what I'm saying? Are you getting it? You make promises. You tell customers, this is what you can do, this is what you can do. You don't know when you're telling the customer, you are telling the customer, you are revealing your character. If you tell the customer you can barb, and the customer discovers you cannot barb, is that a good character? So how do you think the customer will see you? Next time when they come, will they take you serious? You go out, you are dragging the customer. Do you understand? Like some of you do that now. Then you look as if all of you are not together, you are fighting. You are struggling. It's like dog eat dog here. You struggle for customers. You are giving the customers the impression that you are not united. Is that a good character? Is that the kind of information what the customer will take away from you? So when you're talking about value-based, is what kind of information is customer taking away from you? Or from this place? That he or she can go outside and proudly tell other people. Are you the kind of person that you tell the customer, oh, you resume 9 o'clock and the customer come here 9 o'clock, the shop is not open. They come and wait for another 1 hour. So next time, how would that customer, how will the customer relate with you? How will the customer perceive you? Are you following what I'm saying? That's what they call value-based marketing. You begin to use your character, you begin to use information that you begin to use, everything. You strive for efficiency, you are efficient, and use it to sell, what you are doing. Are you getting what? Are you following what I'm saying? When we're talking about, like I was sharing with people, I don't know whether I've shared it here. I shared it because there are 3 key things that are very important in our business. We have skills, we have efficiency, we have speed. Do you understand? Can I take it again? We have skills, we have speed, and we have efficiency. Can everybody repeat after me? Skills, efficiency, and what? And speed. See, when you're talking about pricing, price-based marketing, what you need to have is what? Skills. Good packaging. Do you understand? When we're talking about inspirational-based marketing, do you understand? We are talking about speed. We are talking about having the right attitude to work. Do you understand? Your testimony will take you far more than what your creativity will take you to. True or false? I'm telling you. Who are the people they put on newspapers? Who are the people they put on TV? They are people that have testimony. True or false? You want to tell me there are people that Davido is the best singer in the whole of Nigeria? That all those people that play football that you see on TV, they are the best? Are they the best? There are people in the village who play more than them. Do you understand? But they don't have a testimony, or nobody is talking about what they are doing. Nobody is showing it. Now Davido, this is doing so well because one, somebody is highlighting their what? A testimony. So it's giving them speed. It's making them to run faster than other people. Do you know there are people under the bridge, they do have more than you, they back more than you? Do you understand? But you are here in Bruno's place because somebody is bringing the light on you. You are in a place where people can easily see you. So that's what inspiration does. That's what testimony does. It gives you speed. Do you understand? When we're talking about efficiency, detailing, having information, do you understand? And that's what value-based marketing does for you. But in Bruno's place, we combine all these things together. That's what we call what? A VIP-based marketing. That's what we do in Bruno's place. In some organizations, some specialize in price-based. Some, very few, you do inspirational. Some do value-based marketing. But you see, here, I've been able to strike a balance. Do you understand? We have what we call VIP-based. I could give you an instance, if you talk about in this place, for instance, okay, let me ask you, let me ask you, the right people will get it. If you want to, how will you assess admin, for instance, using these three keywords, speed, efficiency, and creativity? Which one is shooting out more in the three? Can anybody try? He has the three, but which one is his major? Which one is his major? Wait, let's leave inspiration then. I'm talking about speed, efficiency, and what?
Speed.
And creativity, and what? Which one do you think is more?
Speed.
Efficiency.
So you see now, I'm assessing. He has creativity. He's efficient. He has speed. Out of the three, which is his major?
Efficiency. Efficiency.
Speed. Efficiency.
Hello, let me ask you again. You see, what I'm trying to test whether can you people analyze, can you people read people and tell? Abby has speed. That is his major. It's his major. If I want to sell Abby, for example, I will not sell creativity. I will not sell efficiency. There are people who are more creative than me. If I take him outside, you understand? They will floor him. If I even take him to Lagos, if he enters Lagos, there are people that will beat, they will complete. You understand? When you talk about speed, I mean has speed. That's his major. You should know that. Are you getting what I'm saying? Is it reflecting in the salary?
Yes.
It is. Let's look at Yomi, for instance. Speed, creativity, and efficiency. He has the three. What is Yomi's major?
Efficiency.
It's obvious. If I'm selling Yomi, I will not say speed. I will not say creativity. But Yomi is very efficient. He takes his time. Do you understand? And he has information. He knows what he's doing. If I take him outside and say, show me has speed, they will soon find out that this guy doesn't have speed. So what will I be? I'll be a liar. He has a bit of speed, he has a bit of speed, he has a bit of creativity, but his major is what? Is efficiency. He should know that so that he knows how to man. He knows how to measure on it. If I want to talk about, let's use, since I'm talking about Barbie, let's use, where's life? Okay, when talking about creativity, talk about speed, talk about efficiency, what do you think is his major strength? What is his major strength? Let me tell you. He has a bit of the three. Sure, there's no one that is really shooting out. He can bang. He has small speed. Sure, he has more efficient. Now, there's no one that is shooting out. Do you understand? So I will say, oh, he's a regular barber. Do you understand? But I won't place him on a premium. He's not a premium grade barber yet. Do you understand? Are you get it? Neither will I say is the modern, barber. Are you get it? So I see him as regular. I try to use so that you understand what I'm talking about. So if I'm selling him, I will sell him as a regular barber. Now, the fact that he's a regular barber doesn't mean tomorrow he cannot be a premium barber. He started from somewhere. He came in as a cleaner, but now he has moved from that level to what? A regular. From regular, he can move to premium. There's always room. And he has speed. He's not the best. Do you understand? He can also work on his efficiency. He can also work more on his creativity. But his major strength is speed. The same thing with him. Are you getting what I'm saying? But ideally, what I'm trying to do in bonus play is for you to be able to strike a balance between your efficiency, your speed, and your creativity. If you see me now, for instance, it will be very difficult for you to place me. If you talk about speed, I have speed. If you talk about creativity, I have creativity. If you talk about efficiency, do I have efficiency? But you can't place me. I'm in a level now you cannot read. That's why the Bible says, he that is born of God is like the wind. You don't know where the wind is coming, you don't know where the wind is going. Two of us. So that's the level I want all of you to get to. If you tell me I don't have speed, I've raised people who have speed. Who raised at me? Who raised up in Lagos? Sure is that. And you get, that's another talk for another day. They say, oh, I don't have efficiency. Who raised Jomi? Who raised the first boy in Lagos? James. Who raised James? James doesn't have speed. James is efficient. Do you know? Okwe has speed. That's why he earns more money. Are you getting it? But see, what a lot of people do, they try to rely on creativity, price, creativity. That's why they are there. But you know where the money is in value-based and in what? Inspirational-based marketing. Let me break that to you level so that you understand. You see, now, a lot of people focus on their body. You do your hair, you do your makeup, you paint your nose, do your nails and all of that. Everybody, you are focusing on the body. Do you understand? That's when they see your creativity. That's the personality that you show to people. But we all know that beyond the body, there is the soul. That's what? There is the spirit. True of us. Are you getting it? Your body is more like what? The prize. People see you, they put a price on you. Oh wow, this person dresses very well. By the time they move closer, they discover that no testimony, no character. What happened to the price? It goes down. It goes down. Do you understand? But you have people who major on what? The spirit and the soul. Do you understand? They major on the spirit and the soul. Now, customers have eyes. When they see you, they see beyond what you want them to see. They see beyond you. Do you understand? What makes a customer to stay with you? Do you understand? A lot has to do with your spirit and your soul. A lot has to do with what? Are you an inspiring person to them? Do you have value? Do you have purpose in life? Are you going somewhere? They see that. What a lot of people do, they show their creativity. I know how to do this. I know how to back. I know how to do this thing. But you have character. Will they be glad to introduce you to their children and say, this is my papa? Do you understand? Are you gonna say, this is my style, so leave it? Can they leave their children with you? Can the customer leave their children with you? Alright. Are you getting what I'm saying?